Hi!
Hey, Cameron.
Big Mama's here.
Oh my gosh. How many months are like 4 or 5 months?
Girl, I'm 9 months. Hush.
Shut up.
Cameran was on TV the longest.
Uh-huh.
Did you know her? Did you
Yeah.
know her from TV?
No. I knew her from The Southern Charm from watching her. I knew, like, of course, what she did, but I never watched it. I'd say of everyone, I was more, can I say, like, starstruck by her for sure. You know, she keeps it real. She's quick. I love the wit. I love the humor. You know, she doesn't just schmooze you or tell you what you want to hear. She's right to the point, but she's funny. Yeah, she seemed the real deal to me. You know, to me, that's what I sense, her energies, you know, and she was one that I felt she wasn't giving off this cold vibe. She was giving off this warm vibe. And I was very, very appreciative of it because that was the first time, you know, meeting her. And I thought, God, she couldn't be more kind in real life.
Shep's game depends upon what time it is in the evening. Now, if it were now, say the early evening, very civilized, and then 2 in the morning, hey, 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 hey!
Like, hey, I've got this wonderful story you need to listen to.
No, he's quite funny. 2 in the morning, he wants to get a story out, and if you're not listening, then he will make you, you know, you should listen. I would say that Shep, he's the most kind of humble, attentive person to, like, if he meets a girl at a bar or at a sorority party, he will...
Sorority party? I don't go to those. That's totally erroneous. Season 1, baby. I was younger. So back to me being
he just, you know, he's just himself, and he'll approach a girl and be, hey, where are you from? Where do you go to school? And he wants to know, basically, he wants to know existentially where they're coming from. He's not looking for, you know, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. He just wants to know, you know, is she the one for me? And he will, of course, of 3 or 4 beers and talking to them at the bar.
And then drink as much tequila as possible and share it. And black out.
Yeah.
Who are you seeing now?
I'm just keeping my options open, but I'm happy. But they, like, one is like, are you, you know, it's gotten to the point where she gets a little nervous. She's like, well, are you actually over Naomie because everything's put out there?
I'm sure that every girl asks you that.
Yeah, but so, like, I can honestly say I have closed that chapter. It's almost like an entire new book. You know, one of the girls I like now, like, she doesn't give a shit. Like, but it'll be funny. She can be cute about it and be like, you know, get a little jealous about stuff. But, you know,
Do you find it tough, you know, to believe, you know, girls when they say that they don't care about it?
I'm now.
You are single in Charleston. What is that like right now?
She's not.
I mean,
She's Twitter-pated.
I don't know what that means even.
Just look it up. It was a vocab word in like 3rd grade. She's not single. I'm single. I am not looking to date anybody right now.
I think that's when it happens though, because I was the same way and it was like, I'm not dating anyone. The next person I date is gonna have to be this, this, and this. And sometimes somebody just comes along and you're like, oh,
They're gonna have to
great.
work for it.
Yeah.
I'm just leaning back and doing my thing.
I'm working on a setup right now, so.
I told her if there was a 2 in front of it, no.
In front of his age?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm technically
We'll go for
a cougar.
30s. Okay.
Are there things that you do to try to find women that your friends haven't dated, or?
Yeah, that's a PC way to put it. Thank you.
You just stop caring,
That
and
our
that
friends haven't dated.
You hope that they hadn't. You don't get to choose who you're attracted to, and so you run into like
I just
the
know
same
that
groups.
That if I right, you run into the same groups if
you're
and like that is not the dating pool that I'm gonna choose. Like I'm not gonna date someone from that pool. It's just not gonna happen.
I don't. I don't think we ever choose, as you know. Like I don't
You're
think
right,
you knew.
know.
I don't think you made a choice this
I
time.
know, I get bit hard.
You know what I'm saying? It just
Yeah.
happens.
Michael is the resident butler in charge.
I think we should mention Major Domo, since it's not just butlering, which is silver and answering the phone. It's a little bit of pet care, car care, shopping, assisting, traveling, packing, a little bit of everything.
Well, that's true. And also, you oversee all the other people that work for me, which it's funny because people think Michael does everything in this big house, and but we have cooks, we have housekeepers, we have gardeners, we have pool guys, pond guys. I mean, the list is endless, and Michael oversees everybody.
And when the guest checks in, I make sure that they've got everything they could possibly ever need, as well as things they don't need.
Like what?
I can clean the jewelry. If their suitcase needs a tiny repair, or if they need polish on their shoes, if there's a particular towel they like, if there's a soap they like. I always have a list of all their breakfast items, of anything they enjoy.
Michael keeps a log of all of my guests, what they drink, what they eat, what they like.
What they don't like.
What they don't like.
I address anything that needs addressing before they go out in the evening.
I get these comments like, well, I hope you pay him a big salary, which of course I do. He has a Swiss bank account. But
More money than I can ever spend in 3 lifetimes.
Hey, buddy.
Hey there, buddy.
How's it going?
I don't know. I'm sure you're in way more state than I am.
Feel like I've been hit by a Mack truck, but besides that, I got a cute little baby out of it.
I know. What a cute baby, for sure.
He's on the boob. It's a little dehumanizing, but it's all worth it.
Oh, well.
You've got ice on your knee, and I've got ice on my vagina.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
I love seeing Cameron's transformation because I feel like at some point you were anti-marriage, anti-babies, and I think we bonded in that, that I felt the same way. And in the South, that's very hard to find.
It is.
Because women start planning their weddings when they're 16 around here, and usually they have babies by the time they're in their 20s, like early 20s. And I've just never, that's not ever anything I just sit and think about. I just don't. But now that I've seen her with a child and how much she loves Palmer, and when we lived together, that was like,
Oh my God.
never
So
in the
off on
cards.
the horizon, yeah.
So I hate to say, oh, never. That's where I am now.
I think she
but,
will.
If someone comes along that changes my mind, then it happens. But I can't imagine that really.
I
for
think
me.
Chelsea would be a great mom. She would. She just is one of the most caring people that I know and wears her heart on her sleeve. And I don't know, I feel like you'd be very dedicated. I feel like you'd be a good mom.
I feel like I would have a hellion because I got lucky with my dog. Like, I feel like I have the best dog. And so I feel like my time would be coming. If I had a kid, they'd just be awful.